They move fast, I move wise. Every pawn a mass disguise. I don't flinch, I calculate. Every step a twist of fate. It's chess, not checkers. I don't chase threats, I make collectors. Each play earns my respect. You blink, I break your deck. I don't fight, I design war as one before the line. While they shoot, I already knew which one's fake, which one's true. Bosses think with ghost protectors. It's chess, not checkers. You play loud, I play deep, and when I win, I don't speak. You won't read me in my face. No anger, no grace. I've seen too much to blink. I calculate while you sing. I watch them cry, I watch them beg. Didn't twitch, didn't move a leg. Not 'cause I'm cold, I'm trained to lead through war and pain. I don't fight, I design war as one before the line. While they shoot, I already knew which one's fake, which one's true. Bosses think with ghost protectors. It's chess, not checkers. You play loud, I play deep, and when I win, I don't speak. I play deep. I don't speak. I play deep. I don't speak. One long chair in the spotlight glow, waiting for a metric I used to know. I keep strumming soft just to feel the air, but all I see is you move. Blues sitting there still, but the outer door's cold, always will. I traded peace for the control I seek. Every victory makes my spirit weak. Curtains sway, the night runs long. I'm the ghost of a forgotten song. Bass walks steady, snare whispers low. The monitor tells what I can't show. Blues sitting there still, but the outer door's cold, always will. I traded peace for the control I seek. Every victory makes my spirit weak. One chair waiting, but you won't come. I keep on playing until my hands go numb. Empty Boston, just me and my dream. The final calculation, so cold and mean. touch, the flawless line, the story that I built perfectly mine. I sell the truth, put the profits in the doubt. I never let the real numbers out. This is smooth and slow. I watch the audience follow the flow. The surface calm, the engine clean, hiding the sickness behind the screen. The words are chosen, the tempo's right. I navigate the chaos in the dark light. The illusion is everything the metric defines, leaving all my doubts far behind. This is smooth and slow. I watch the audience follow the flow. The surface calm, the engine clean, hiding the sickness behind the screen. The deception is the core. The fear is real. I let the numbers heal. Yeah. The view is clear from the top of the glass. I watch the empty faces quickly pass. The cost of seeing everything I own is realizing I am truly alone. This is cold and white, no sanctuary for the things I hide. The metric of isolation, high and deep, a promise I was never meant to keep. The signal's strong, but the line is dead. I follow the script that I myself have fed. My eyes hold steady, betray no flaw. I am the master, bound by my own law. This is cold and white, no sanctuary for the things I hide. The metric of isolation, high and deep, a promise I was never meant to keep. I see the point where the numbers cease. There is no peace. I pay the balance before the dawn. Every shot fired is a metric miss. The final audit delivered with a fit. This is the call, the panic tempo, a hostile takeover. Watching the green glow, no time for retreat, no time to rethink the system's integrity. Starts to sink. The glass is shattering, the numbers start to spin. I fire the protocol, letting the action in. The fuzzy bass is the sound of the chase. I clear the ledger in this empty space. This is the call, the panic tempo, a hostile takeover. Watching the green glow, no time for retreat, no time to rethink the system's integrity. Starts to sink. Take the exit, close the file, zero sum. Is the cut, the panic tempo, a hostile takeover. Watching the green glow, no time for retreat, no time to rethink the system's integrity. He starts to sink. Take the exit, close the file, zero sum. The glass is cold, the shadows thin. I watch the questions crawl beneath my skin. The air is thick, the silence screams. I trade my comfort for my broken dreams. It finds the stain, a constant pressure, a quiet rain. I'm sitting still beneath so bright, counting every second of the endless night. They want the truth, the data needing fast, but the only truth is that nothing lasts. My walls are clean, the defense is whole, but the narrative is getting old. It finds a stain, a constant pressure, a quiet rain. I'm sitting still beneath so bright, counting every second of the endless night. There is no exit Yeah. The variable is fixed, the choice is made. A perfect outcome, the price is paid. No consultation, no appeals allowed. Just another shadow in the empty crowd. This is the aim, cold and true, cutting the loss and seeing it through. The process is clean, the output is sharp. I tear the feeling right out of my heart. Yeah. The fuzzy basis, the pulse of the plan. The risk is minimal for a man who can. The lines are drawn, the brief is complete. Failure is not an option, I repeat. This is the cold and true, cutting the loss and seeing it through. The process is clean, the output is sharp. I tear the feeling right out of my heart. Yeah, this is the cold and true, cutting the loss and seeing it through. The process is clean, the output is sharp. I tear the feeling right out of my heart. It's just business, the metrics demand the final order delivered by my own. Yeah, this is the yeah. Oh, this is the The output is fragmented. The rhythm starts to fail. I ignore the data and I ignore the whale. I bought the floor with the control I sought. This is the only lesson I was ever taught. This is the broken loop. I gather the fragments, I fight the system scoop. The rhythm is wrong, but the work must proceed. I only care about the terminal feed. The constant static is the voice I hear. 1,000 failures drawing ever near. I force the logic into the wrong time frame. The price of the audit is always the same. This is the broken loop. I gather the fragments, I fight the system scoop. The rhythm is wrong, but the work must proceed. I only care about the terminal feed. I gather the fragments, I fight the system school. The rhythm is wrong, but the work must proceed. I only care about the terminal feed. The system's dead. The work continues. Execute the thought. Dim, the code is on the shelf. I trade my silence for a bit of self. I watch the blur and sway. Another number that just got away. Where I buy back time, a temporary stillness, a sweet slow rhyme. The whiskey burns but the metrics stay. I'll face the cause when the light hits day. The jazz brush soft, the calculation deep. I audit secrets that the city keeps. The walking bass is the only friend I've got. Perfect sequence in this lonely spot, where I buy back time, a temporary stillness, a sweet slow rhyme. The whiskey burns but the metrics stay. I face the cause when the light hits day. For the things I knew. The system is flawless, well fooled. I pour a double for the things I knew. The system is flawless, but I am through. The screen is black, no signal found. I stare at what's lays among our fear. This is the moment I fear. No day to feed, no numbers drawing near. I hold my breath, waiting for the sound where failure or execution can be found. The coffee's cold, the light is dim. I wait for fate, defined by the whim. My perfect structure resting on a pin. This is the moment I fear. No day to feed, no numbers drawing near. I hold my breath, waiting for the sound where failure or execution can This is the only constant. Just waiting for the next variant.
The number's quiet, the screen is dark. I'm waiting for the moment to make my mark. Four cold walls, a temporary grave, the silent commitment I must say. This is a the room is still. I bend the logic to my own steel will. The waiting game. The only thing that matters is the final name. I map the routes, I check the cost, every calculation for the love I lost. The quiet lets the inner noise come through. I'm planning the thing I'm forced to do. This is the room is still. I bend the logic to my own steel will. This is the waiting game. The only thing that matters is the final knuckles turning red. Some truths hit harder than the words I said. Bruise my pride, crack my grin, but hell, pain reminds me where I've been. Some fight with fear, some fight to forget. I fight to feel alive again. I bet this is my bruise. Sweat drips fast on a concrete floor. Heaven's closed, I'll use the back door. I don't need mercy, don't need a name. Pain and I, we play the same game. You can break my bones, but not my truth. I built this fire in my youth. This is my bruise. these honest people on. People on. Down in the basement, truth comes cheap. Men spill secrets they swore to keep. No mirrors here, no pretty disguise. Just sweat, smoke, and unfiltered lies. And every man who walks down those stairs leaves a part of himself he never shares. 'Cause the basement never lies. It hears your screams, your alibi. It knows your fears, it knows your tries. Yeah, the basement never lies. I've seen strong men crack like glass. Seen cowards swing first, then collapse. Down here, the truth ain't gentle or wise. It hits harder than fist on the right. You can hide from God or the open sky, but not the place where your shadow dies. 'Cause the basement never lies. It hears your screams, your alibi. It knows your fears, it knows your tries. Yeah, the basement never lies. Yeah. You want the truth? Come downstairs. Blood on the floor, sweat in my hair. I don't pray, never thought God's there. Truth ain't clean, it don't wear white. It walks barefoot in the dirty night. Pain teaches lesson school never gave. There's blood on the floor, truth in my mouth. but people do. Knuckles cracked, but my soul ain't sore. I've died inside, can't kill me more. Some chase peace, some chase fame. I chase the man who whispers my name. Oh, fear don't scare me, but silence can. That's where the truth makes you a man. There's blood on the floor, truth in my mouth. I bleed north when the cowards run south. Hit me hard, it only clears my view. Pain don't lie, but people do. But people do. If you want the truth, you'll find it in bruises.
Steps back, every shadow, no I track. Some men shout just to feel alive. I stay quiet, that's how I survive. Silence cuts deeper than a blade. Every shadow knows the moves I made. I'm hurting every shadow, even when I make no sound. My name moves through the alleys like a warning underground. You don't need a voice when fear speaks for you. I'm hurting every shadow the night ever knew. Rain hits hard, but I don't flinch. Truth's a weight I don't let pinch. Men hide sins in words they spill. Mine walk beside me, calm and still. Some chase like they'll never hold. I walk with stories stay untold. I'm hurting every shadow, even when I'm shadow the night ever knew. Shadows talk, and they talk about me. Shadows talk, and they talk about me. I've walked these streets through blood and smoke, heard lies whispered, truths unspoke. Some deaths fade, some wounds heal slow, but the night remembers all I know. You can bury sin, you can change your face, but the night keeps track of every trait. The night don't forget, not the names, not the sins, not the threat. You can run, you can hide, but it shadows every step you met. And when your past comes collecting the dead, the night don't forget. I've seen kings fall with silent cries, watch brave men choke on their own life. They prayed for light, begged for a reset, but the night remembers every regret. You can fool the world with a brand new roll, but not the dark. It sees your soul. The night don't forget, not the name, not the sins, not the threat. You can run, you can hide, but it shadows every step you made. And when your past comes collecting the dead, the night don't forget. Some men write history. Me, I survive it. Concrete ceiling, sweating rust and rain, barrel buzzing like a nervous vein. Knuckles split from another lost round, boots leave ghosts on the underground. Locker doors rattling like loose regrets, debts I carry that I ain't paid yet. Every every shadow knows the things I've done. I light a cigarette and face each one. I don't pray, I don't plead, I just bleed slow till my soul gets free. Smoke under the bamboo, curling like the lies I told. Every drag ride to confession on these blue-black walls of cold. If the devil wants my story, he can read it in this room, where the blues crawl up the staircase and my heartbeat keeps the blues. Old coat hanging like a tired sin, smell of gasoline and cheap gin. Voices upstairs, they don't say my name, but I feel their fear like a neon flame. Ticket out, sitting in my back pocket. One last fight, one last dirty profit. If I win tonight, I might buy the dawn. If I lose, this world moves on. I don't beg, I don't run, I just stand here staring at the gun. Smoke under the bamboo, curling like the lies I told. Every drag ride to confession on these blue-black walls of cold. If the devil wants my story, he can read it in this room, where the blues crawl up the staircase and my heartbeat keeps the doom. Flickers once like a warning sign, ash hits the floor like a second line. If there's mercy left in this town tonight, it's hiding in the hum of this broken light. Smoke under the bamboo, I exhale what I can't atone. Every breath another verdict that I pass on me alone. If the angels ever find me, they'll be letting out of tune, 'cause I buried my forgiveness in this low-down concrete room. Whoa.
Midnight leaking from a busted sign, puddles shine like a crooked shrine. My reflection's just a stranger's face, same old ghost in a different place. Bottle in my coat like a borrowed friend, engine noise humming at the distant end. Every red light feels like a judge, but I keep walking, I don't budge. I've made peace with all my sins. Only thing I fear is who I've been. Rain on the back street, drumming on my black steel soul. Thunder rides my alibi in cracks the city can't control. These alleys start to talk, they'll tell you what I've done, how I traded love for power and married darkness to the gun. Doorway hustlers watch me pass, eyes like razors behind the glass. They know my name but not my price, only I remember every roll of the dice. There's a woman's voice in a window high,
singing soft like a goodbye. I pause one step, then look away. Men like me don't get to stay. I don't turn, I don't explain. I just let the water hide the stain. Rain on the back street, drumming on my black steel soul. Thunder rides my alibi in cracks the city can't control. If these alleys start to talk, they'll tell you what I've done. How I traded love for power and married darkness to the gun. Maybe someday when the storm runs dry, you'll find my coat in my last life. Just a pack of smokes and a broken ring, proof that even kings can't own everything. Rain on the back streets, washing footprints down the drain. If redemption ever finds me, it'll walking through the rain. Till then I'm just a shadow with a heartbeat keeping time. A dark blues hymn for lonely men who cross the same thin line. Midnight leaking from a busted sign. Puddles shine like a crooked shrine. My reflection, just a stranger's face. Same old ghost in a different place. Bottle in my coat, like a borrowed friend. Engine noise humming at the distant end. Every red light feels like a judge, but I keep walking, I don't budge. I made peace with all my sins. Only thing I fear is who I've been. Rain on the back streets, drumming on my black steel soul. Thunder rides my alibi and cracks the city can't control. If these alleys start to talk, they'll tell you what I've done. How I traded love for power and married darkness to the gun. Doorway hustlers watch me pass, eyes like razors behind the glass. They know my name, but not my price. Only I remember every roll of the dice.
singing soft like goodbye. I pause one step, then look away. Men like me don't get to stay. I don't turn, I don't explain, I just let the water have the stay. Rain on the back streets, drumming on my black steel soul. Thunder writes my alibi and cracks the city can't control. If these alleys start to talk, they'll tell you what I've done, how I traded love for power and married darkness to the gun. Maybe someday when the storm runs dry, they'll find my code and my last lie. Just a pack of smokes and a broken ring, prove that even kings can't own everything. Rain on the back streets, washing footprints down the drain. If redemption ever finds me, it'll walk in through the rain. Till then, I'm just a shadow with a heartbeat keeping time. A dark blues hymn for lonely men who cross the same thin line.
Prayed in alleys, never in a church. God don't visit where the fish lurch. But down here, every bruise is scripture. Every scar paints a clearer picture. Faith ain't light, it's what you hold in darkness by. This is my bare knuckle gospel, written in sweat and bone. No choir here, just broken men finding truth alone. If heaven wants me, it'll have to fight. 'Cause down here, pain preaches right. Oh, pain preaches right. broken men, finding truth alone. If heaven wants me, it'll have to fight. 'Cause down here, preacher's right. Preacher's right. This basement is my church. And bruises are my amen.
Phone rings, but I don't blame. They talk loud, I don't think. I built my world with hands in flame. Now they whisper soft when they say my name. I don't answer, I command. You call me boss, not a man. I don't break, I don't beg. This is power that don't pretend. I walk slow 'cause I own the time. No permission, no warning sign. My shadow speaks more than words. I don't chase storms, I bring cloud. I don't answer, decide. Fear is all they sign. I arrive, not a king, not a saint, just a name that fear don't take home. Wanna talk, then pay your dues. Wanna walk, better watch my crew. Every deal got a waiting card, and I don't lose, I count the lose. I don't answer, I declare. Boss of silence, Lord of stare. You knock once, I knock you out. I am the end. I don't explain, I just stare. Say nothing but still they're scared. Every word I don't say echoes louder than what they pray. Her glance is my witness. Every glance a sentence, cold and vicious. I don't scream, I don't confess, but truth bleeds through in my stillness. They talk in circles, I move straight. They chase cloud, our own fate. No jury, no judge in this town. Just my name and bodies down. Silence is my witness. Every breath a deadly business. I don't shout,
I don't preach, but I touch lives out of reach. They say power speaks, that's a lie. True kings rule with no reply. If you hear me talk, you already lost. I speak in rules and pay the cost. Silence is my witness. I don't beg for forgiveness. I make peace with the shadows, kiss and let silence seal my justice.
Phone rings, but I don't blame. They talk loud, I don't think. I built my world with hands in flame. Now they whisper soft when they say my name. I don't answer, I command. You call me boss, not a man. I don't break, I don't beg. This is power that don't pretend. I walk slow, cause I own the time. No permission, no warning sign. My shadow speaks more than words. I don't chase storms, I bring clouds. I don't answer, I decide. Fear is all they sign when I arrive. Not a king, not a saint, just a name that fear don't take home. Silence is my witness in my domain. Wanna talk, then pay your due. Wanna walk, better watch my crew. Every deal got a waiting cost, and I don't lose, I count the loss. I don't answer, I declare. Boss of silence, lord of stare. You knock once, I knock you out, I am the end. I've got a heart of cold as steel. In a world of lies I never feel. I walk alone in the dark and rain. A dark gentleman, I never break the chain. Heart of ice, but a mind so clear. I'm the one they feel that I disappear. No room for weakness, no place for fear. With a heart of ice, I'm always near. The deals I've made, they come and go. In the darkness, I'm where I belong. I'm your king, I'll take the blame. But with a heart of ice, I play the game. The price I pay is worth the cost. In this world, nothing lost. I walk alone, but I
road is mine, but every victory leaves a scar behind. No room for weakness, no place for fear. With a heart of ice, I'm always near. I'll play the game. I'll play the game.
I answered to no fate, no voice. This life wasn't given, it was my choice. No one above me, no God, no name. I built my fire on a flame. You can pray, but I decree. The only law here comes from me. They used to say, watch who you fear. Now they just run when I appear. I ain't heartless, I just don't kneel. A boss don't beg, a boss don't feel. No one above me, I speak my faith. If heaven's locked, I'll break the gate. Ain't no mercy in my code, just spill blood on every road. You want a throne, you pay in pain. You ruling fire, you drown in rain. And if you look up, you'll only see my cold reflection. Silently, no one above me, not past, not now. I run this game, I wrote the vow. You want the truth? Here's the deal. The top is cold, cause it's just me.
They move fast, I move wise. Every palm a mass disguise. I don't flinch, I calculate. Every step a twist of fate. I don't chase threats, I make collectors. Each play earns my respect. You blink, I break your debt. I don't fight, I design. War is won before the line. While they shoot, I already knew which one's fake, which one's true. You play loud, I play deep, and when I win, I don't speak.
I've seen too much to blink. I calculate while you sing. I win the move inside your head. You blink once, your fortress crash. I move in silence. I don't look back.
Neon flickers, one last drink. No names, no tears, just the edge of the sink. A dying star above the bar. They pour sin straight from the jar. One night, doorway, shadows bend. Here's where lost men find their end.
Last call at Lucifer, no press tonight. Raise your glass, forget the fight. If I go down, I'll drown in flame. The devil's nose, remember the name. Silence is my witness in this final game.
She walks in red light flame. Her lips whisper, they call my name. I know her past, I live that pace, where love turns hate inside a cave. Last call at Lucifer, know him just blood. We drink our sins, we don't judge. If this is hell, I'll drink it slow. One last go, no doors, no exits. You don't leave, you disappear. You disappear. You disappear. You disappear. You disappear. You disappear.
The path is locked, the vow is kept. While the foolish play, the wise men slept. I closed the door on the man I was. This new life has a higher cost. No second thoughts, no turning back. I chose the shade, I follow the black. The path is locked, the vow is kept. The only truth is what I accept. I broke the mirror, I burned the map. There is no escape from my own trap. Violence is my witness, the oath I made. They beg for freedom, they plead for time. I just collect what was always mine. I swore on shadows, I signed in blood. I am the wave, I am the flood. You see the armor, you miss the man. The final rule in my ruthless plan. They talk of heaven, I live the hell. A secret that only I can tell. I made the choice when I signed the line. This lonely kingdom is truly mine. The price is paid, the contract sealed. This truth is sacred, never revealed. The path is locked, the vow is kept. The path is locked, the path is locked. The vow is kept, the path is locked. I don't need the light to see the truth. The dark is my only honest proof. They look for leaders in the sun, but the real game is always done in the shade. I wear the crown where no one knows. I let the wind tell where the river flows. They seek the light, they crave the praise, but the king lives in the hidden maze. You won't find me on the stage. I'm writing history on a dark page. Silence is my witness in this empty room. They call me man, they call me ghost. They don't know who they fear the most. I watch the fire, I watch the end. I'm the one they need, but never defend. The power is easy, the trust is hard. I keep my distance, I play my card. This whiskey tastes like broken vows. I remember every single doubt. I don't chase glory, I chase the quiet. I let the shadows start the ride. They see the well, they miss the cost. In this game of silence, everything is lost, oh. King in the dark, king in the shadow.
The sky won't stop, the streets are glass. Every moment here is built to pass. I walk the miles, I count the drops. This life is lonely, the rain never stops. I built the wall, I own the pain. Now all I see is endless rain. They seek the warmth, they seek the sun. My lonely battle is never done. The city sleeps, the city cries. I read the truth behind their lies, and silence is my witness in this pouring rain. The memories fade, there still remains. I wear the grief like heavy chain. I made my peace with the bitter cost. The man I was is completely lost. As long as it rains, I'll walk this path. The silent ruler of my own wrath. They talk of heaven, a place to rest. I only find the hollow in my chest. The only law is the water's flow. Where I stand still, the shadows grow. I don't look back, I don't look ahead. I just exist among the dead. Stops. The path is long. They talk of dust, they talk of decay, but the name I earned won't fade away. I walked the fire, I left the name. Every scar whispers my painful fame. The city is mine, the rules are set.
They haven't seen the final death.
The stones remember every move The silence is the only solid proof. I built my world from empty space. I left my mark on time and place. Ooh, silence is my witness. The world remembers. Speak my name when I'm gone. They will speak my name when I'm gone. The legend I build will carry on. My legacy is carved in steel and pain. You can't wash off the blood with rain. I am the cold, I am the fight. I own the darkness, I own the light. You wanna mourn? Then mourn the weak. My kind of truth is what the strong seek. I look down now, the end is near. My only friend is what I fear. The throne is empty, but the law remains. I broke the chains, I broke the reins. They will speak my name. The legacy remains. They will speak my name. In the midnight hour, the deal is made with a dark general. There's no charade. I trade my soul, I trade my name. In this game of power, it's all the same. The midnight deal, sealed in blood. In the shadow, I make my stand.
The price was steep, the choice was mine. I crossed the limit, I crossed the line.
I've seen the pain, I've heard the cries, but in this world, I'm the one who flies. Silence is my witness when the ink runs dry. No turning back, no way to run. The midnight deal I've already won. With power in hand, I rule the night. The midnight deal of my heart's delight. They talk of fear, I talk of loss. I carry the weight, I pay the cost. The world is watching, but I don't care. I pulled the strings, I set the snare. You asked for mercy, you asked for grace. I only see a losing face. The time is ticking, the clock is cold. My fate is written, my story told. The deal is sealed, the choice is made. The deal is sealed, the choice is made. I stand like stone in the shifting sand, the final ruler of this fallen land. The world moves on, but the stone remains. I watch the tide
rise, I break the chains. They seek my end, they seek my fall, but a monolith stands above them all. I saw the start, I see the end. I break the rules I never bend. My time is over, but my mark is set. They haven't paid the final debt. And silence is my witness, this in this empty space. The top is lonely, the top is cold. My final chapter's written in gold. No turning back, no place to hide. I am the future, I am the tide. They call it history, I call it mine. I cross the limit, I cross the line. I leave no tear, I feel no pain. My reign is over, but my love remains. The wind may howl, the storm may rage. I sealed my truth on this dark page. My name is carved deep and true. The only thing they can undo, the stone remains, the monolith stands. The stone remains, the monolith stands.
Phone ring, but I don't blame. They talk loud, I don't think. I built my world with hands in flame. Now they whisper soft when they say my name. I don't answer, I command. You call me boss, not a man. I don't break, I don't beg. This is power that don't pretend. I walk slow cause I own the time. No permission, no warning sign. My shadow speaks more than words. I don't chase storms, I bring clouds. I don't answer, I decide. Fear is all they sign when I arrive. Not a king, not a saint, just a name that fear don't take home. Silence is my witness in my domain. Wanna talk, then pay your due. Wanna walk, better watch my crew. Every deal got a waiting cost, and I don't lose, I count the loss. I don't answer, I declare. Boss of silence, lord of stare. You knock once, I knock you out. MDM.
I got a heart of cold steel. In a world of lies I never feel. I walk alone in the dark and rain. A dark gentleman, I never break the chain. Heart of ice, but a mind so clear. I'm the one they feel, that I disappear. No room for weakness, no place for fear. With a heart of ice, seen it all. The gold is mine, but every victory leaves a scar behind. No room for weakness, no place for fear. With a heart of ice, I'm always near. I play the game. I saw the hunger flicker in your eye, a loyal face that masked a simple lie. You spoke of brotherhood, you spoke of trust, but every man is just a pile of dust. I don't explain, I just stare, say nothing but still they're scared. There's always a Judas kiss that seals the final claim. The highest price you pay is whispered with your name. You reach for the knife, I've held it all along. You move in shadow, but I know where you went wrong. I trade in fear, and every friendly hand is held too near. I built my wall so high, so cold, so deep, because the only truths are the ones I keep. They talk in circles, I move straight. They chase clouds, I own fate. It's always a Judas kiss that seals the final claim. The highest price you pay is whispered with your name. You reach for the knife, I've held it all along. You move in shadow, but I know where you went wrong. You went wrong. The Judas kiss. The clock is ticking, but the numbers never lie. I see the outcome painted in the corner of your eye. This is not emotion, this is pure design. Every move is charted, every star must align. It's the coldest calculation, where the margin for error is zero. I'm the machine that
kills the hero. You chase the feeling, you follow the sound. But I'm counting the pounds as they hit the ground. Ooh, ooh. I watch them rush, I watch them cry, I never flinched. My heart is steel, my jaw is clenched. You won't read me in my face. No anger and no grace. I calculate the moment, I seal the time and place. Yeah. It's the coldest calculation, where the margin for error is zero. I'm the machine that kills the hero. You chase the feeling, you follow the sound. But I'm counting the pawns as they hit the ground. Yeah. Kills the hero. Oh. Cold calculation. Yeah. Kills the hero. Oh. Cold calculation. Yeah.
The smoke is clear, the battle's done. I look around, there's no one left under the fading sun. A crown on my head, a scepter in my hand, just the last man standing in this desolate land. I climbed the mountain, I reached the view, I found the silence, but the silence isn't you.
I remember faces, the ones I left behind. Promises broken, a twisted, darkened mind. I paid the price, I claimed the name. I bought the quiet, I lost the flame. The victory is hollow, but the rule is mine.
They see the goal, they miss the cost. The man who started is completely lost. The power is alive, but the soul is dead. The final word is what I said. No one to talk to, no one to share. Just a cold reflection in the empty air. The throne is empty, the rule is mine.
I don't explain, I just stare. say nothing but still they're scared. Every word I don't say echoes louder than what they pray. Yeah. Silence is my witness. Every glance I send is cold and vicious. I don't scream, I don't confess, but truth bleeds through in my stillness.
They talk in circles, I move straight. They chase cloud, our own fate. No jury, no judge in this town, just my name and bodies down.
And silence is my witness. Every breath of deadly business. I don't shout, I don't preach, but I touch lives out of reach. They say power speaks, that's a lie. True kings rule with no reply. If you hear me talk, you already lost. I speak in moves and pay the cost. Silence in my witness. I don't beg for forgiveness. Yeah, I make peace with the shadows, kiss and let silence seal my justice. They argue loud, they scream the truth, they waste the fire of their youth. I move one piece, I don't explain. I trade their chaos for my long-term gain. You brought your noise, you brought your plea. You forgot the final authority. I let them talk, I let them lie. The verdict's set before the clock runs dry. The contract's clear, the price is known. I only listen from my lonely throne. My silence speaks the final they look for light. I only show them the permanent night. The king observes, the king demands. They only move by the cold command of my gaze. You signed the paper, you made the choice. You lost the battle when you found your voice. The final word is spoken. The command is set. They talk of time, they talk of rust. They think the pain will turn to dust. I walked the fire, I paid the fee. The ultimate truth belongs to me. The suit is clean, but the core is marred. The path I took was dangerous and dark. You think you're done? You only start. My name is carved inside your heart. You only carved inside your heart. The wounds they gave me are medals now. I wear the history, I keep the vow. The history is written on my skin. I leave no trace, I leave no sign, but the mark I made is truly mine. The price of silence, the price of control, it's stamped upon my very soul. The monolith stands, the name is said. I haven't even paid the final debt. The scar remains, the history is written. I stand like stone, the final piece. The whispers stop, the turmoil cease. The world is measured, the truth defined. I leave the weak and the lost behind. The price is paid, the contract done. My lonely race is finally won.
You look for sound, you look for light. I only offer the eternal night. The laws I build will never bend. My silent kingdom has no end.
The code is set, the silence is true. They can't undo what I have sealed. The ultimate truth is now revealed. I am the code, I am the fight. I own the darkness, I own the light. A monolith stands above the claim. I rule the game, I claim the name.
The suit is pressed, the debt is clear. My only friend is the absence of fear. I walk away from the final call. I watch the pieces rise and fall.
My law is carved deep and true. The code is set, the silence is true. They chase the day, they pray for light. I sign my life to the endless night. The deals are made where the sun can't reach. My final lesson is what I teach. I seek the shadow, I seek the shade. This life is lonely, the price is paid. The warmth is gone, the truth is clear. I trade the comfort for the constant fear. I walk the maze, I know the cost. What they call life, I call lost. The shadow is my only sun. The shadow is my only sun. They talk of hope, they talk of green. I only see the dark, decisive scene. My law is carved in the moonlit stone. I stand in power, completely alone. I am the watcher, I am the deep. The shadow is true, I own the dark. They build their empires on soft white sand. They write their rules on the back of a hand. The rain will fall, the wind will blow, but the law I carved won't ever go. I watch the change, I watch the fade. The final truth is what I made. You talk of time, you talk of rust. You think my power will turn to dust. I am the cold, I am the fight. I own the darkness, I own the light. The world moves on, but the code remains. Try to rewrite, they try to forget. They haven't paid the final debt. The monolith stands, the name is set. You only deal with what you get. I broke the chain, I wrote the deed. I planted the most unbreakable seed. The code is true, the monolith stands.
They run in circles, they shout the names, they fuel the fires, they play the games. I stand in stillness, I watch the show, I know the harvest, I watch them sow. The room is loud, the fight is crude, I am the silence that is never subdued.
Think I'm frozen, I'm just the core. I've seen the storm 1,000 times before. I don't react, I just observe. I know the rules, I know the curve. The chaos screams, but the center is cold.
They beg for air, they beg for time. I only offer the final paradigm. I don't need a word, I don't need a sign. Their fate is written, their weakness is mine. The truth is clear to the watchful eye.
Scimitar is cold, I am the
The table is marble, the light is low. We sit down slow to watch the ruin grow. No friendly faces, no second guess. The final cost for my success. I push the chips, I raise the doubt. I know the way, I know the route. You talk of winning, I talk of loss. I measure the shadow of the final cross. You show your hand, you show your fear. The final moment is finally here. The game is done when the cards are set. They beg for time, they ask for grace. I only see a losing, desperate face. I don't need a weapon, I don't need a sound. The battlefield is here on the ground. I read the flicker behind the eye. I know the truth, I know the lie. The cards are set, the game is mine. They hung in grooves, they need the
sound. They only fight on common ground. I leave no tracks, I leave no friend. My silent business has no end. I burn the bridge right after the path. No second chance, no looking back. The debt is mine, the cost is true. I only answer to the cold night dew. They call it lonely, I call it pure. The only thing I trust is the armor I wore. I don't need a pack, I walk the line. For time, I only see the final ruthless design. I built this code on silence and rust, turning every promise back into dust. You try to follow, you lose your way. The walk is mine. They thought I was gone, they watched me burn. They cheered the fire, they missed the turn. I let them win the battle, not the war. I knew the climb was worth the cost. I touched the bottom, I saw the end. I used the silence as my only friend. The ashes fly, the smoke is thick, but the new foundation is built on grit. I took the hit, I learned the trade. The only price is what I made. I broke the floor just to raise the ceiling. They see the wealth, they miss the cost. The man who came back is never lost. The new empire has a final name. I fuel the fire, I play the game. I don't look back, I don't apologize. I only focus on the final prize. Yeah. I rise from ash. watched me fall. They watched the flame. They expected me to scream my name. I gave them silence, I gave them space. I saw the truth behind their desperate face. I let them talk, I let them cheer. My biggest victory is the absence of fear. The chaos screams, but I don't move. I don't explain, I don't approve. They talk in circles, they talk in vain. I only measure the permanent gain. I don't break, I just go quiet. They seek the light, they seek the stage. I keep the secret on the silent page. The true king's rule is never loud. I stand above the restless crowd. The man you fear is the man you ignore. I just go quiet, I keep the truth.